Hello, hello. Today we are talking about how to manage mom anger and mom rage. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you go to my other video on my channel that's talking about why you're feeling angry to begin with, and you'll certainly get some ideas about what's going on, why am I feeling this way? Okay, and today we're talking about what to do about this so that you don't feel stuck in these emotions. So if we don't already know each other, my name is Kate Borsato. I'm a mental health therapist for moms and moms-to-be. Welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell as well so that you get notifications when I post. All right, let's jump into this video. Now, first of all, I want to say up front that if you feel anger, if you feel that overwhelming, like bubbling of frustration and irritation, you are not bad, you are not a crappy mom, and you're certainly not alone. There's a reason you're feeling that way, okay? It's not just your personality, it's not just who you are, there's a reason for it. So there's a couple things that I want to teach you today that are going to help you get through it. So number one, we need to really witness how this anger is showing up for you. So that's kind of step one here. And imagine that you're like a fly on the wall in a way, like watching yourself, watching what happens, watching the situations that bring up that angry response in you or that angry feeling. Okay, so I want you to, you might even pull out a notebook. You can pause this video or just jot down some prompts for yourself, but think about what are the situations that create that angry response. Okay, is it when everybody's demanding on you? Is it when your kids don't stop asking you questions? Is it when somebody drops a fork on the ground and it's so loud and just like makes you want to burst? Is it when you get to the end of the day and you feel like you haven't given yourself a moment of time and you just feel pissed off about that? So, we could use the word trigger. What are the triggers for that anger? Start to map that out. And you might even, go throughout this next week and just sort of witness yourself and add to your list. Be a bit of a detective. What is making me feel this way in the moment? Okay. Then there's two main ways that we're going to move through this. So one piece is to figure out how can you bring yourself back to calm in that moment when you have a big reaction. The other side of this is figuring out how can you get your needs met so that you don't become so angry to begin with. Okay, so step one is in that moment when you, let's say you lose your patience and you yell at your kids or you say something snarky to your partner or you feel like you're just going to burst. You're in anger, right? Anger is taking over in that moment. And so what we need to do is bring our brain and our nervous system into more of a relaxed state. You can't be relaxed and stressed or angry at the same time. So we can really use relaxation ideas to help bring you out of that angry response. So I'm going to say this, right? The first thing that we can do is consciously breathing very, very deeply. Okay, so I often will literally put my hand on my chest. I know it might sound like lovey-dovey, but I swear to you it works. I put one hand on my belly, one on my chest. I take a deep breath. Okay, when you bring your breath deep into your body, it cues your brain that you're safe, you can relax. When you're feeling ragey, you don't feel safe. You feel like you need to fight. Okay, so we want to help you get out of that part of your brain and into your relaxed part of your body. So you might need to take a break. You might need to create safety around your kids and then go into your bedroom, shut the door, go into the bathroom. If you have a partner, ask them, can you step in? I need a break, right? Anger is a sign that you need a moment. You need to be able to take some time for yourself and try to come back down, okay? So breathing, pausing, also expressing yourself in some way. So maybe get out that journal and write a super angry journal entry. You never have to read it again. So I highly recommend expressing anger, saying all the words that you want to say. Don't hold back. You can burn that piece of paper. You can throw it in the garbage. Like, you don't have to read it again, but let it move through you. Anger is not bad, right? It's important to actually feel it if you want to move it through you. Okay, so the whole other path here is that your nervous system is likely overwhelmed in general. So again, this iceberg model, when we feel like we're quick to get angry, it's probably because overall we're feeling overwhelmed, depleted, like nobody's helping us. We're feeling like we're really struggling. So there's a lot of needs that aren't being met, right? You might feel like there's no time for you, or there's nothing that brings you joy, or that you have no help, or that your life is all about serving and giving. And that, of course, that's going to make anybody feel angry. So this part of the solution is really looking at like, what needs to shift overall so that I feel better in my life, so that I feel more balanced, right? What am I doing that's for me? What does self-care look like? Do I do anything for myself? When we go through our days and our weeks giving, and we don't give anything back to ourselves, we're going to be pissed off. Like, we're going to be mad, right? And doesn't that make perfect sense? So for me personally, when I feel angry, because I do, I'm a human, when I start feeling like I'm in anger, especially if it goes on for a few days and I'm just really feeling it, I know that that's a sign that I haven't been taking care of myself, right? It's not a sign that I'm a bad mom or a bad parent or a bad partner or whatever. No, it's a sign that I have been neglecting myself. So my biggest piece of advice for you is to perceive anger as a sign. It's a symptom that your needs aren't being met. So how can you meet your needs? How can you build a plan around you and your self-care needs so that you don't feel so depleted? Okay? So those are the two approaches. One is in the moment. How can you breathe, connect with your calm, take a break, right? So that's in the moment. The other one is your overall approach, where you're going to, get curious about what needs aren't being met and make some really specific changes so that you can feel better overall. Let me know how this lands with you in the comments. I'd love to hear what thoughts are coming up, what your next steps are going to be, and what questions you have. So feel free to drop that in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the bell, and let me know what other questions you have and what I can support you with. I really like to make videos based on what you need. So absolutely let me know. Take good care. Talk to you soon.